I think I talk too much. Basically, the other day, I heard my mom telling my sister, "Your little bro needs to shut up." Haha, yeah. So I'm just gonna put everything I need to say into this video. I want to start this video by talking about pet peeves, but I can't say I know the exact definition. Well, I do, but it's one of those words that you hear all the time and you use all the time, but you can't really define it if someone asked you. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me. I would search it up, but sometimes you just gotta be stupid for the who's and haws. Don't actually do that. Here's a tip. You should always be trying to educate yourself. Like me. I'm awesome. So pet peeves, I have a couple. Well, actually, I have a lot. Almost everything I dislike in the world is a pet peeve because I'm not a fan of genuinely disliking things. There's no hate, just debate. As I'm writing this script, I'm going crazy over the fact that I had like a bajillion examples in my head before I started writing, and now they're all gone, so I'm just sitting here waiting for them to pop back up. I'm using that technique where you cycle through what you were thinking about before you thought the thoughts that you thought you forgot. If thou catch my drift. Is anyone scared of that, by the way, of old age? I'm bringing it up because I've always had trouble with remembering things I was just thinking about or talking about, which makes it so easy for my sister to slam me in arguments. And I'm worried that when I get older, nothing will change with my memory, but because I'm old, I'll start thinking I'm developing dementia or something. Because my family has a history of dementia, so who knows when I'll actually get it. Maybe I already have and it's developing early. Or maybe it tried to get me and I dodged it, but it nicked me. Do you get the reference? I'm not funny, so I have to steal jokes. Okay, what was I talking about? My pet peeve? Still can't remember. Well, since the topic of the video is yapping, I'll get into that for now. I want to set some terms first. Introvert, extrovert. I'm sick of people not correctly defining the two. I'm an extrovert with my friends, but an introvert with strangers. Does that make me an ambivert? No. Here's a scene. Who is the introvert and who is the extrovert? Yeah, this guy is the extrovert. No shit. Oh, before I keep going, I just had a little side quest that you guys didn't see, so I'll just say it. So I wrote that part just now, and then I put a little note under it. But then when I came back and saw it, I completely forgot what it meant, like I do. I remember writing the note thinking, it's a bit vague, but I'll definitely understand. But now I don't understand. But I just read the note again, and now I do understand! Huzzah! Are you guys proud of me? What I was trying to say is that, when someone asks you a super obvious question, like how I just did, and when they ask such an obvious question, it becomes obvious that the real answer is not the one you think. Like, will an ice cube melt faster in hot water or warm water? And you think, well, obviously it would be the hot water. But that's such a dumb question that the answer is probably the warm water. And yup, it's the warm water. But then sometimes they actually are just asking an obvious question, and you just look really stupid. And that's what happened to me during my driving test. Back to my point, people have some weird misconception about the whole introvert-extrovert thing. People think if you're an introvert, you hate talking to people and love to stay at home. And if you're an extrovert, you touch children. Not saying that either description isn't true, it's just, they're isms. Racism, sexism, autism, where you make an assumption based on stereotypes. I don't know if this is actually correct, but how I categorize introverts and extroverts is by the social battery. So if you're an introvert, no. And if you're an extrovert, which how? Maybe they're absorbing it from us, like leeches or something. So what am I trying to say? I don't know, but I'm getting excited. So here's the thing, I try not to talk a lot, because when I start talking, I start spitting. Okay, not really, I'm not gross, but very occasionally, and I mean infinitesimally, some people will get in my range when I'm really hyped up, and I have to catch that shit like I'm playing keeper. See, when I start going off, my face starts to get hotter, and my mouth starts collecting saliva, and then I start slurring my speech. Like, just recording this, I have to re-record lines all the time, because I say th instead of ts. Freaking slurs, man. No, not that kind. Like, I try hard to articulate, but my skill in speaking is not noteworthy. So I do my best to catch myself when I realize I'm heating up and tone myself down. Also, there's no one to talk to about this stuff I like. But now I have you guys, so as long as you don't click off, I can chat for as long as I like, and as long as I feel like drawing. Want to clarify, I'm not a big chatty chat dude. I usually mind my own business. It's just, if there is something I do feel like talking about, I can jump in with the intensity of a bull's butt at fly time. That's a new idiom I discovered. Okay, the thing is, this is supposed to be story time animation, but whoop-de-doo, I have no stories to speak of. I'm planning on trying to make some stories, but before that happens, I'll be doing my best to entertain you guys with just the thoughts off the top of my head. I'll finish by saying... Actually, can I talk about Wemby for a sec? To quickly explain. NBA, Victor Wembanyama, greatest prospect in basketball history. He's like 7'5", and people are saying that he's a top 5 player. He's gonna dominate the league. He might even win MVP. Hannah. And Wemby's my favorite player. What day is it? November 8th? Okay, so that might have been true 4 games in. But after seeing the Heat game and the Suns game, he still has some work to do. I won't get too into it because everyone's probably clicked off by now, but... Okay. Guys, I'm saying this in the post. The Thunder are crazy scary, bro. Holy barnacles. Like, I just need them to fail. I hate the Thunder so much. They just piss me off for no reason. Okay, back to Wemby. It's mainly a problem with that he's not using his strengths to their fullest. And it's more that teams and coaches just figured out how to stop him, get him to post up, blah, 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 whatever. He's still my GOAT. He'll figure it out eventually. It'll be a month by the time I'm done with this video, so I don't know what changes will happen. But hopefully, I'm completely wrong, and Wemby is the best, and I'll look like a fool. A fool! Forever doubting my French debonair. That should be his nickname, the debonair. That's a good nickname, debonair. Also, half of his blocks are goaltends, which I don't care about, but it might ruin his legacy later down the line, so he gotta fix that.
Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. Some of them are you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a promise. So that anything you say is niggas shaking over me and the booty. I'm devastating, more than never demonstrating how to give a motherfucker all to get to feeling niggas levitating, never fading, and I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off the